All right, Los Angeles Lakers beat the San Antonio Spurs 118 to 116, and fuck them. Fuck the Lakers. Fuck this guy. If you're a Lakers fan, you're not even a real fan. You probably just jump around. You're probably a Heat fan, Lakers fan. You're probably a Golden State fan when Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors. I don't actually hate the Lakers. I'm a Spurs fan, so I'll have a bit of hate for the Lakers in my heart, just like Lakers fans have some hate for Spurs fans in their heart. But when Kobe Bryant retired, we put up big banners and shit. When Kobe came and said, "We fucking love you, Kobe." When Tim Duncan retired, he went through the Staples Center and they clapped their asses off and said, "We fucking love you, Tim Duncan." So that's why it's kind of a love hate relationship. But Lakers play good enough to beat the Spurs. It wasn't a horrible game for the Spurs. I wouldn't say it was a horrible game for the Lakers, but it wasn't really a great game for either one of the teams. Luka Doncic shot a shitload of free throws, and wasn't so much Luka's fault. If you watch the game, there were so many whistles being called. It was just fouls on fouls and fouls in the first half, and we got to the second half, and it was just fucking more and more fouls and fouls and fouls. The refs called a shitload of fouls in the first half, and usually, just like teams make adjustments, referees usually make adjustments going to the second half. Maybe they say, hey, it's a physical game. Let's let the guys be a bit more physical. Maybe they don't make a lot of calls in the first half and they look back and say, hey, I missed this call and this call. I should have tightened it up. But again, if you watch the game, it was just a fucking foul fest 5.0 the entire game long. Luka did shoot a lot of free throws, but again, I'm not going to blame Luka. Spurs shot a lot of free throws. Lakers shot a lot of free throws. Both teams just got a shitload of free throws. We're going to get to the numbers here in a second, but Luka had a bad game offensively by his own standards. I'm sure if we asked Luka, he'd say, man, that was a shitty game for me. We'll go ahead and get into the numbers right now, but Luka was, I know he shot 30%, which is not good for Luka. Let's see, where's the boy at? He played about 42 minutes. He scored 35 points and he had 13 assists, so 9 rebounds, just about a triple double. You think, man, that's an amazing game for Luka, and it is an amazing game for most players. But he shoots 9 for 27 from the field. I can do math. 9, 18, 27. That's 33% from the field. So I'm sure Luka wouldn't be happy about himself, for that. He's 13 for 17 from the free throw line. Fucking Marcus Smart shoots 10 free throws. Marcus Smart was flopping his ass off. He drew a charge on Wemby. I'm pretty sure that's when Wemby fouled out. It's not that it's the wrong call, I guess. I guess it was technically a foul, but Wemby hits Marcus Smart in the chest and fucking, oh, he flew back fucking 33 feet. Like Wemby just punched him in the chest. So Marcus Smart's a guy you hate if he's not on your team, and you love him if he is on your team. But him and Jeremy Sochan are going at it, just drawing back and forth, just the two irritants, getting under each other's skin, getting under other players on the opposing team's skin. But again, not really a great game for Luka. He has the 4 turnovers, 5 steals, and 2 blocks. So that's great. Just going down the line, it's fucking ridiculous. Laravia had 5 fouls. Rui has 2. Ayton has 3. Luka has 5. Marcus Smart has 5. Vanderbilt has 4. Dalton Connect has 3. Jackson Hayes has 1. Bronny James has 2. 2 fouls in 5 minutes for Bronny James. Again, if you watch the game, the refs were fucking ridiculous. The foul calls were out of control. That's not the reason the Spurs lost. That's not the reason the Lakers won. Both teams had a chance to win the game at the end of the game, and just give the Lakers credit. The Lakers were the ones that executed and were able to make the game-winning plays. Keldon Johnson does have a chance. We get a lob to Champagnie. It's with maybe 1 second. There's like barely any time left on the clock. We get a lob to Champagnie. He goes up and he gets fouled on the lob. He misses the first free throw. Champagnie's an 87% free throw shooter, but whenever he was going to the line, I was worried. I don't know what it is about Champagnie. Even if it was Vassell, Wemby, I take it back. I'd be worried if any of our guys were on the line, but Champagnie shoots 87%. Of course, he misses the first one, so he's at the point where he just has to miss the second one. We're down 2. Misses the second one. Fucking Keldon Johnson gets in there. He gets his left hand on the ball and almost tips the ball in, and then the Spurs lose the game. It's just fucking ridiculous going through it though. Harrison Barnes fouls out. Victor Wembanyama fouls out. Jeremy Sochan fouls out. Castle has 4 fouls. Vassell has 3 fouls. Keldon has 4. Olynyk has 3. Lindy Waters has one foul. Again, if you watch the game, just let me know what you think. But the fouls were fucking ridiculous. It was out of control. The refs were just kind of controlling the entire pace of the game, and in a way, kind of controlling the game in a way. But like I said, I'm not going to blame the refs for the Spurs loss or the Lakers win. The refs were calling crazy fouls and just fucking with the pace of the game. But the fouls, it didn't seem like it was leaning more towards the Lakers or the Spurs. Both teams were getting a lot of fouls called on them. The Spurs did have more fouls at the end. You know, the Spurs had three players foul out. I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire life where three players on one team foul out. I don't know if I've ever seen in my entire life three players foul out just in an NBA game between both the teams. So, you know, the officiating was crazy, but let's get over it. Wemby has the 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He does have the 5 turnovers. Again, it was similar to last game. He scored 19 points instead of fucking 9 points, so that was better. He was being a bit more aggressive out there. He does take the 14 shots. This kind of a point I was making with Wemby. I won't call Wemby an elite offensive player quite yet. He is an elite NBA player, of course. His defense is fucking god level, and he's probably a top 20 offensive player in the NBA. That may not even be true. I have to go through the players, but I'll compare him to Luka Doncic. Not LeBron James. I wouldn't call LeBron really elite offensively anymore, but Luka Doncic, the Joker, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and SGA. Those are the four guys in the NBA where I'll definitely give them that elite tag offensively. There may be a couple more players, but I'm pretty sparing with who I'm going to call elite offensively. Wemby has the 19 points on the 14 field goal attempts. The difference between him and Luka's a godlike playmaker, of course. Wemby's still working on developing his playmaking skills. But here's the difference right here to me. Wemby took 14 shots. Luka took fucking 27 shots. Luka only made 9 shots. Wemby made 5 out of 14. I want to see Wemby double up his shot total. I want to see Wemby take 20 plus shots. In a game like this, 25 plus shots. I just want to see Wemby at least attempt to take over and just start gunning the shots up, kind of like how Luka did. Wemby doesn't have the game Luka does where the ball is just always in his hands and he's running just everything offensively. Luka's such a spectacular player. Everything goes through him offensively. Just like with Joker, Luka and Joker are just amazing offensive hubs. You just give them the ball and you're going to get a great shot for them or one of your teammates pretty much every single time down the court. They're going to create a high quality offensive possession every single time for their team. Where with Wemby, he's not at that level offensively yet. Same thing like last game. They're sending double teams and triple teams at Wemby every single time he catches the ball. He has the 5 turnovers. He's just not ready yet for that for those playmaking responsibilities. He's getting better and better at it. He does have the 3 assists this game. Not a crazy amount of assists, but his playmaking's looking a little bit better every game. And I'm not worried about him. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it right, but he's just not there quite yet to be a guy that just takes 20 plus shots every single game. He doesn't quite have the ball handling. He has gotten stronger, but he doesn't quite have the strength or have the ball handler playmaker to get him the ball in a position to be successful time and time again, possession after possession. Once we get De'Aaron Fox back, he'll be able to use his speed just to attack double teams. You're going to need 2 or 3 people to guard De'Aaron Fox, and then once De'Aaron Fox attracts that attention, he'll kick out to Wemby. If you're sending 2 or 3 people at Victor Wembanyama, you're leaving De'Aaron Fox pretty much one-on-one, and then De'Aaron Fox is going to cook you. Wemby still hasn't had the chance in his whole career to play with a player. He still won't. De'Aaron Fox is not better than Wemby, but he hasn't played with just an all-star caliber player that's going to score 25, 30 points if you don't double team him. And De'Aaron Fox is that dude. We need De'Aaron Fox back so bad, but not a horrible performance for Wemby. But again, I want to see him get to that point in his game where he's taking 20 plus shots almost every game. He only takes the 2 threes. I know this season so far, people have been saying, hey, badass Wemby, you're taking less threes, get down low and play like a 7-6 dude. This is one of those games where I want to see Wemby take 7 or 8 threes. You could tell the Lakers are pretty much not letting him get into the paint. So fuck it, Wemby, you're a superstar. Just jack up some threes. If you take 7 or 8, you're probably going to knock down 2 to 4 of them maybe. So in a game like this, I just want to see Wemby create on the perimeter, and just say, fuck it. I'm that dude. I'm going to get my shots up. We're going to win or lose on my back. But the opposite of that mindset is just get all your teammates involved. And I was really impressed at the Spurs team performance. There's a lot of good things to take away from the game. We'll start with Jeremy Sochan. Sochan comes back and does pretty much exactly the things I wanted him to do. He's out there. He's jawing. He's jawing with, who is it? Marcus Smart. He's drawing with Marcus Smart, going back and forth with him. He's being an irritant. He's pissing people off on the Lakers. He puts up 16 points on 6 for 7 shooting. Wouldn't expect him to be quite that efficient every single game, but that's not an outlier. Jeremy can be really efficient. He has 0 turnovers. He does foul out, so I love it for Jeremy Sochan. He's going to pick up a lot of fouls. He's going to play really aggressive out there. I don't want him to foul out every single game, but I love the aggression. He's shooting threes with 2 hands. He did knock down a 3. He's shooting free throws with 2 hands as well, and he looks pretty confident in his free throw stroke because, of course, he used to shoot him with the one hand to get his elbow underneath there. But I know he's working on his 3-ball a lot over the summer, and his 3-point shot looked really good. He did miss one, but his free throw stroke and his 3-point stroke looked really good, so I was really impressed with Sochan. Again, the 0 turnovers. He's a better pick and roll player than Wemby is. Just running pick and roll, pick and pop with Sochan. He rolls, he catches the ball at the free throw line, and he turns around and he takes 1 second to make a decision. I'm going to kick it out to the corner. I'm open to drive in and dunk the ball. I'm going to take the ball into the post and go one-on-one against this smaller defender that's mismatched on me. Jeremy Sochan, he's just a great player. A lot of people outside the Spurs organization, some people inside the Spurs fan base are wondering if we should trade Sochan. I think he's a great fit on the team. We need that glue guy to do the dirty work. I think he's kind of like a Draymond Green style fit for the Spurs, and I think he do huge things for the Spurs when we're really competing for championships. Just a matter of putting the right players around Sochan. Back to the Spurs as a team, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 different players that score 12 points or more. It's so impressive. We have 6 players that score 14 points or more. So our scoring was just so balanced out there. I love what Champagny gave us. He does miss the free throw at the end, but shit happens, bro. It's all good, Julian. We'll get him next time. Knocks down the 3 threes for us. He plays solid defense. He does have the 4 turnovers, so that's a bit concerning. But, he played well out there. Harrison Barnes knocks down the 4 threes. That's all we need from Harrison Barnes. We don't even need him to be that efficient, but, if you can be 4 for 6, that's great. Gives us the 6 rebounds. We already went over Wemby. Steph Castle, we already know what it is. He has the 6 turnovers. If y'all didn't know, he has the most turnovers in the NBA out of any player. He leads the league in turnovers up until this point in the season. He does give you the 16 points, the 8 assists. So, his assist turnover ratio, it's been horrible so far this season, and it's horrible again this game as far as the assist turnover ratio goes. But he gives us 16 points, 8 assists, the 5 rebounds, 3 steals. Just incredible. Can't say lockdown, but just incredible defense. Castle and Sochan just did a great job guarding Luka Doncic. Luka's 9 for 27. He shoots 33% from the field, which is butt cheeks, needless to say. He scores 35 points and 13 assists. So Luka's just a fucking god. He's an incredible offensive player. He gives you 35 points and 13 assists on an off night. But if you watch the game, Luka was working for pretty much everything he got. Jeremy Sochan's our best one-on-one defender. He's going to guard the Luka Doncic's and the SGA's, Jalen Brunsons, and those kind of players of the world. Him and Stephon Castle were switching back and forth on Luka Doncic. They were both doing a great fucking job on him. They were both keeping their hands up. They weren't falling for his bullshit deceleration steps and his pump fakes, because Luka, this game especially, he was looking more to draw fouls than he was to make shots, and he's just such a great player. Once he hears that whistle, he already knows he's capable of making the shot. It was an ugly game to watch. Luka was playing just a fucking ugly play style, to be honest. Just him trying to draw foul after foul after foul, and we're playing really good defense on him, and Lakers still won the game, but we really couldn't have done a better job defending Luka. Stephon Castle, Jeremy Sochan did a great job defending Luka Doncic, and I was really impressed with what they did out there. Devin Vassell, he's 2 for 8 from 3, gives us 15 points on 14 shots. Vassell's just an up-and-down scorer, but I've been really happy this season with what he's giving us as a third option or a fourth option. Big body bands, Keldon Johnson, 4 for 4, only the one rebound, but I've been really happy with Keldon. He's kind of slotted into his role. He's kind of our sixth man off the bench, and he brings us so much energy, just crashing the glass. He's he's fitting way better into the offense than he had probably last year, the year before. I'm not seeing Keldon try to make a lot of hero plays because he used to catch the ball and just wanna make the hero play. He'd catch the ball and make the point a lot. Say he catches the ball on the wing, the obvious pass to make is to the corner, to the open man for the corner. But Keldon would see himself one on one with his defender. He kind of gets off the dribble, goes left, spins back to his right shoulder, and a lot of the time it works out more often than not. Gets to his right shoulder, just overpowers the defender and gets the free throw line or gets a layup. But the point isn't it working or not working. The point is that the right play to make is to pass it to the corner or make one more extra pass. And I've been noticing Keldon a lot this season. He's not trying to play hero ball. He's playing really well in the flow of the offense, attacking the offensive boards, and he's been doing an excellent job out there. We already talked about Jeremy. I love having Jeremy back. Kelly Olynyk played some solid minutes for us out there. He only played 9 minutes, but having Cornette, Wemby, and then Olynyk kind of backing those guys up is going to be great for the team as well. Um, Man, just a great overall team performance. To be honest, the officials were out of control. We have three players foul out. Stephon Castle has the four fouls as well. But I can't blame the officials for our loss. Even on the Lakers side, Laravia, Doncic, Marcus Smart, they all have 5 fouls as well. So any of those guys could have easily fouled out as well. But just a great performance from the Spurs. Yes, we lost the game, but so many good things to take away. Our team scoring, and then Jeremy Sochan coming back and his great performance defensively was really promising to see. DeAndre Ayton was just getting spoon-fed from Luka all game long, catching easy lobs, and Luka was making him look like an all-star player. DeAndre has 22 points and 10 rebounds. Rui Hachimura was getting spoon-fed from Luka as well. Luka Doncic is just an amazing player, needless to say, and I think he's more of a floor raiser than a ceiling raiser. You can throw Luka out there and say, just go grab 4 guys from the YMCA and throw them out there with Luka Doncic, and they can probably go 42 and 42, 41 and 41 in the NBA. Luka's just such a spectacular floor raiser, and just excited to see how things look once Austin Reeves and LeBron James come back. I had the Lakers in the 6th seed in the Western Conference. I had the Spurs in the number 5 seed. We're still early in the season, but those predictions don't look too bad right now. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7 million subscribers. Please let me know what you thought about this game. I thought the Spurs had an excellent performance. I thought the Lakers had an excellent performance as well. Spurs should have won the game. If you ask me, we just didn't make the plays down the stretch we needed to make. And all credit to the Lakers. They played a great game, and they got us tonight. Please like and subscribe. Please comment below, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.